What's up, everybody? Mm, mm. As you can see, I left a limit down here, and gold did only fill three of them. She did the same thing the Nasdaq did to me, where she only I guess the Nasdaq didn't fill any of my targets, but at least gold was showed me some mercy, and I guess filled three of them or four of them. So I guess I should be grateful for that and show gratitude that gold decided to fill partial of this order, to partially fill this order. Mm. I am looking to go short though. I am taking this long, but I am looking for the market to fill this target and potentially come back short. So that's what I'm looking for. Mm, mm, mm. Are you talking about gold, Cave Trader? You know what, Marquise? I actually agree with you. I'm actually looking for the market to short around 75. But in the meantime, if I can catch a long going back up to 75, I'll definitely take it. Uh, I mean, I got into this pullback trade. I mean, it broke structure. It broke this high, and I just traded the pullback here. Um, I don't think the market. I mean, it could, but I'm definitely looking for a short. The market broke structure to the downside here on gold. Initially I was in this short up here with gold in another account, and I have a limit of $630 per day to adhere. So I'm getting comfortable trading that way because a lot of these prop firms require you to trade a certain amount of days and capture a certain consistency to be able to reach the goal of getting paid out. So even though I can pass these accounts in one day, I've gotten into the habit of just making $600 base hits each day and passing the account that way. Um, so I was at the top of this short, and I hate it. I hate to see that. It exceeded my expectation because I assumed that the market was going to push up and break these highs right here. I really assumed that. Um, but if I knew to just to hold the short, well, actually, even if I held the short, like I said, the system automatically liquidates me. It's not like I was in this short in this Apex account. I was in this short in my Project X account and was able to lock out for the night and just make the $600. So I really have no choice. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. These risk settings forces you to follow your rules regardless if you want to or not. Uh, right now, because the situation worked out and I was in short at the highs, I mean, it sucks because I could have captured this entire move. But uh, the day I don't follow my rules is the day that, I probably blow the account or so. I guess I'll do that next time. Guess I'll do that next time. Honestly, I don't. I mean, where's the high on gold? Where's the high? Where is the high right now? The high is at what? 398. We I don't know. I do I believe we see a sell off soon. Unless the bulls come in and take out these highs. We've seen this before. We've seen this before on gold. This was before price broke out the first time. Yeah, I like dude. I really don't know how anybody can look at a higher time frame chart on gold and says, "Oh yeah, the market is going to do this and that." There is literally no data. But this is when gold did this the first time before the breakout. Look how many times gold topped out at this level. So one, two, three, four, and then the fifth time it was able to break out. And it looks like gold wants to do something similar at these highs because we already got a triple top at these highs already. Or maybe they don't show it on the tick chart or on the time chart. Yeah, so I mean we got a double top already. A triple top. It seems like the bull or the bears are having a hard time getting it above this level right here and holding. So I think if the bulls are able to hold this pullback, maybe we can get a breakout. But with gold, what's more likely to happen is that we get a false breakout and then the market crashes out. That's usually how gold trades. So that's what I'm expecting. But gold has been super bullish. So look at all these puts on. Look how many puts that were bought on the Qs today as it was slowly grinding higher. A lot of people lost a lot of money today because the market just kept grinding and these contracts expired today. So they were buying these puts and yeah, they were definitely losing money. Hmm. Wow. Look at all these puts that people were buying. And these are actually expiring tomorrow. So we'll see. We will see. A lot of people are buying. So at 612. Hmm. So right here at this gamma level, people are buying puts. Obviously, the puts that expired today expired worthless unless they close them. But the ones that are expiring tomorrow, these things are going to have to drop and stay down. If price drops overnight and the bulls find support and they break up to the upside, these puts are done. So I wonder why the market is trying to sell so many puts tonight or yesterday. Yeah, Marquise. Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. I did go full contracts though. I was like, man, this does look like a short. I guess I should trust in it. I wasn't 100% confident, but the structure for the short was definitely there. I was preparing myself for a possible. I was preparing myself for a possible bounce. I mean, so far so good. I'm up 11 points, almost 12 points in this position. I still hate the fact that gold only filled partial of this position. I guess that's what I get for not following my rules, I guess. All right. Yeah. Hmm. That's interesting. Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. A lot of times on your film. All right. I'm about to have a big. We're about to get this target filled. Fill that target. Unless. Hmm, it's good to have you back here, Trader. Are you short gold right now? And I think so too. I honestly I wouldn't be surprised if we see price continue here. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm.
Because technically it could go back all the way up to 80. Could go back up to 80, but we'll see. Shit. That's the one thing that I had to break that. Gold, especially gold, is you're gonna get the best price action during Asia. You're gonna get the cleanest price action during Asia. That's why I have four sets of accounts, or I have four accounts, two for overnight and two during the day. You said this is where? Why you say that, Cave Trader? What are you seeing? Mm.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm just concerned about getting my target hit here. Hopefully the bulls can continue to push this higher. Hopefully this thing didn't just hit resistance and is trying to come back down. I mean, I guess it could. But I would really prefer that it doesn't. All right, Marquise. Have a good night, man. It's good to see you. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully, we can get this target hit. I mean, we're up. We're up a decent amount on gold. And yeah, that's the one thing about gold, man. When you get your profits, just take it. Just take it. Don't make the mistake that I made earlier today. I had a beautiful winning trade turn against me. It turned from I believe I was up 13 and a half points, and it came back and stopped me out. Actually, the one thing about that position was that I kind of hate to say it, but based on the price action right here, you got your break, the bulls breaking structure, breaking out, and this is the pullback trade. I don't know what I was thinking about in the moment that made me think that this thing can continue to go down. I really don't know what the hell I was thinking. Obviously, I had the right frame of mind because, I marked it out perfectly. And this is why I always say I enjoy trading gold because, unlike the Nasdaq, you don't get the breaker structure, the false breaker structure that gets you insured. And then the market continuing to go into the direction that it was going to go in the first place. At least you don't really get that with gold. And hopefully gold continues to trade that way. And I can just focus on the price action and taking good trades. So I really don't know why I thought that that gold was going to continue to break after it breaks structure to the upside, but well, not only did I found out, I think I was able to get into this long towards the end of the day. Yeah, I was able to, I took, I think this long off stream and only caught a partial of this. And then I was able to capture this move right here. Because, I mean, if you look to the left, you see all the support right here. So I just left a limit right here. And it missed my target the first time. I was able to close out with some profits because I just left it. I just let it run. So, yeah. And then it hits my target at the start of the next session. And I'm like, you know what? What was so hard about doing that the first time? What was so hard about that?
Brother Sherm, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Alfred? Like, what was so freaking hard about that? Our boy Alfred says that he's not going to trade gold anymore. He said he's done.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I was in a gold long, and then at 9 o'clock, it popped up. Before I could move my stop into profit, it dropped down. And I was like, okay. And then when it dropped down dramatically. I'm like, all right, I need to stay far away from this shit. And then it came back up to my break even. but I pulled a Sherm and said, no, I want to go for my target. Then the shit dropped 20 points.
Not a Sherm. Not a Sherm.
Yeah.
Huh?
I tried to tough it out and be like, you know what? I need to try and hold one time on because whenever I trade gold, I'm always trying to be in and out. I don't like holding positions in gold because of the way it moves. It just doesn't work for me.
Huh. It's interesting because it's interesting to hear that from a Nasdaq trader because the Nasdaq is all over the place. I feel like gold is yes, it moves like the Nasdaq, but it trades like the ES. So I feel like it's the better option if you're a Nasdaq trader. But apparently, our boy Alfred and Smith prefer to trade the craziness known as the NQ.
With the NQ, like I can look at because right now I'm looking at I have the VWAP with not Bollinger Bands, but the standard deviations.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when it breaks the standard deviation to take a short, that's how NQ works. Gold breaks the standard deviation and then just keeps going. I'm like, what? I'm like, you hit the bottom. You hit the last standard deviation. Like, this is not standard for me. I'm going to keep going.
Mm.
It's like right now, I remember I told you I shorted the NQ.
Mm-hmm.
I shorted it down to right near the VWAP in between. Here, let me take a screen capture and I'll send it to your Discord DM.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Gold, I really didn't need you to do that. I really didn't need you to come all the way back down to my break even to fill those orders that you missed the first time. I just really wanted you to hit my target before you did all of this.
Okay, I sent it. Basically, this is my MNQ chart.
Mm-hmm.
And once it broke the standard deviation and was headed down, I shorted and then I scaled out. And then like the last short pretty much came once it came back to the standard deviation,
Mm-hmm.
then I got out. And then I was like, okay, well, now it looks like it wants to push up higher. And so that's when I started to scale into longs. I scaled into longs, and then once I saw it broke the standard deviation again and it didn't reject, I'm like, okay, so there's still some juice left. I re-entered long, and then it pushed up even higher. So I was able to make 1475 on a take profit eval, which I needed. Like it's a 50K. So I only need to earn $25 more to pass it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you're saying that the standard deviation, you're talking about this blue line, correct? I mean, they're all standard deviation lines, right?
Yeah.
And the blue
basically,
line. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say basically the standard deviation right above VWAP, like in between like the yellow and the purple,
Mm-hmm.
when it came down to there and it didn't break lower, I'm like, okay, this is a buy zone. And then once it started to push up, I'm like, okay, it pushes up to the blue. Blue is like, because the way it is like there's VWAP and then the yellow is like +1 standard deviation. Mm-hmm. And then the blue is +2. The close, it's just like the Bollinger Bands. When it breaks outside of the Bollinger Bands, that's when you start to look for a reversal,
Mhm.
like in a trend. Like if you look at the big giant wick, it broke above the standard deviation. That's when you start to take a short.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I learned that from trading the Bollinger Bands for like a year.
Okay.
But this is like an abbreviated version of it.
Mm-hmm.
I use these standard deviations, and then I also use the orb as well.
Oh, so you
So
use
I
that
try and
as
use I try and use multiple confluences before I do anything stupid.
okay. Bollinger Bands, huh? Yeah, my VWAP has the same thing. I don't have the bands. I usually take the bands off.
Put them back on.
Well, I don't trade in Q anymore, so
I'm saying, well, I mean, I don't know if you even want to try and use that with gold, because gold will just disrespect the standard deviation.
I mean, Gold likes making measured moves. I think that's probably why me and Gold get along so well, because uh I prefer support and I prefer price action, because like I've shared, I learned how to trade from CL. So anything that trades similar to CL or how CL used to trade, um, that's what I'm looking for. And the Nasdaq is obviously nothing like CL, but gold is. And I like to just get in or set a limit at support, resistance, and my position gets filled and I get paid. But with Nasdaq, I don't have that confidence. I will never leave a position overnight. Now, I wouldn't leave a position overnight with gold either, but uh, if I'm confident in an area and it's like an Apex account or something, I'll do it. It's not a big deal. I'll do it. But I just don't ever want to. I would never do that with Nasdaq. And I'm just kind of over it with Nasdaq since I've started trading gold more. I prefer the I just want to get paid out, or not paid out. I just want to have my thesis work out, and I don't want to look at it and be like, oh shit, I missed this, or oh man, I missed that. I just kind of want this shit to work out. But it's always hit or miss with Nasdaq. That's why I don't like it anymore. Now that I found gold.
Well,
What?
I mean, gold is tilt inducing for me. That's why I'm like, I need to get rid of this, because one thing I listened to this psychology like podcast this past weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and it said that like you there's two states of mind that you like that most people are in. Either you take charge, or either you take control, or you give up control.
Mm-hmm.
And when I trade gold, unfortunately, I give up control because I don't know what I'm doing, and the moves are like, for me, it's like I'm in foreign territory.
Mm-hmm.
When I trade NQ, I can take control, just like how I sent you the screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have experience, I can take control. I would rather take control than give control. So that's why I remove gold from my chart.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I like that analogy that you use. You said that you're listening to like a book, a video. What do you listen to?
It was a podcast that just showed up
Okay.
on my YouTube. It
Mm-hmm.
was like I'll go look through my thing, and I'll send it to you. But it's pretty much either you take control of the situation, or you give control up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, that applies to trading as well. Like if you look at the NQ right now, it's rejecting, like, because it's above the Bollinger Band. I mean, not the Bollinger, the standard deviation,
Mm-hmm.
and because the move ran out of volume, then it dropped.
Mm.
So like whenever I see it's above the second standard deviation, I'm looking for shorts.
Mm.
Sometimes I get in too early and it goes up even higher, but usually when it gets up that high, it usually comes down.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to do that when it's in the Asia session than the New York session because the bands get wider. Like the bigger the move is, the wider the
Bands?
standard the VWAP bands get.
Mm.
And when they get very wide, it's kind of hard to use them.
Okay. Mm. Okay. I mean, I'll look into that because it's like with the Nasdaq, I know it's not randomly moving. I know that every instrument uh that moves in this market is moving based on whatever logic that the algorithm or whatever logic that the creators of these algorithms give it. The Nasdaq is not moving randomly, and I know this. It's just that I guess because I don't use that, that doesn't cross my I guess like how you said, my area of expertise or areas where I'm comfortable in. Because when I first started trading, I was always told that uh, Bollinger Bands and RSI and all that other stuff does not work. And I took that to heart. So I don't use those tools. And it's very interesting when someone comes and shows profitability with these said tools that, a so-called professional said that it doesn't work. If someone says that the Fibonacci retracements doesn't work, I automatically know not to continue to listen to whatever they're saying, because either they're using something else or they are under the same impression that I was, that someone told them that a tool doesn't work, and it absolutely does. Fibs work. They definitely do. The market likes to make measured moves all the time. So, Smith messaged me. This is a lot of people ask. What size tick or what size what time frame I'm trading on. A lot of people ask that. Is my chart small with this? Does this look small to people? Because to me, it just looks like, I guess because I'm focusing on the structure. I don't really focus on the candles themselves, just the structure. But huh.
I stopped using the Bollinger Bands is because they're inconsistent. Like if you change time frames,
Mhm.
they look completely different. I mean, that if you're looking if you have multiple charts up, that's fine. But for me, like when I'm trading during the day, I don't really have access to all of my monitors because I have my bigger monitors. I use those for work, and then I have two small like portable monitors.
Okay.
And so I don't have as much screen space because my portable monitors are 16 inches. I have two 16-inch monitors. I have them stacked up on top of each other to try and make it look like it's larger. But my regular monitors are 27-inch. So, I mean, I have limited screen space because like I have my job pretty much is supposed to be my main focus during the day. But I even bought an iPad so that I can have YouTube up without having to sacrifice one of the monitors.
Yeah.
So, like right now, I'm on my iPad.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I had to get a whole brand new workstation. So I have two setups in my home, one for work and then I have a completely other setup for the stream. Same setup, or no. My work setup just has one of those 45-inch work long screens where I can have two virtual desktops into one, but it's really only one desktop really. And then I have the main computer that hooks up into everything. But I have three screens while trading, and the main monitor, the main laptop that hooks everything up.
I thought about buying one of those 45 inch wide ultra wides and putting it right above my 27 inches so that I can trade. I can just look up and trade while I'm and look down to work. I thought about doing that, but I'm like, that's gonna mess up my neck having to look up all the time.
Hey, Gold's acting like it's having a hard time. Just it looks like it wants to stop me out. That's what it looks like it wants to do. Well,
Gold is being gold.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I guess I've gotten into the habit of saying, well, it's my fault. Especially that first I guess I could have taken the profits on that first one. I mean, it just missed my dang target, man. That's just so frustrating. That's frustrating. That was frustrating. 72. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I have an L-shaped desk, so it's easier for me to go like have my trading stuff on the right side and then have my work stuff on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I would like to get a bigger monitor and just kind of post it up, get like one of those mounts and just have it mounted above these two 27-inch ones that I have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, do I really? I mean, if I invested the money, I would just write it off against the 1099s. But I was like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Why not?
I mean, I'm deciding. I'm still brainstorming, but I don't know. I don't have like a. I don't know. Just I would have to get used to looking up all the time because when I'm not working, I don't want to have it like I don't want to have that monitor running because the more monitors I have running, because I'm running off a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a full desktop. I don't want to slow down the performance having like three giant monitors like running off of it.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, it looks like gold wants to stop me out here. I mean, the bulls are buying it, but come on, man. Don't keep buying this thing. Don't let it come. Don't let it hit my damn stop. Mm. I think that first entry is gonna probably get stopped out. Hmm. And I was teasing Smith again about how the Nasdaq opened and it only traded 4 points to the upside. Uh, the Nasdaq only traded 4 points to the freaking upside, man. The Nasdaq should be ashamed of itself. Only 68 points in the first 5 hours, and gold out here working hard. She's out here working hard. She's working hard for my stop, that's for sure. Yeah. If I look at this 30-minute candle on gold, yeah, I mean that's a bearish candle. Man, that's super bearish. Mm. Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Well, I guess I was doing that for nothing. It's like I was doing that for nothing. Well, yeah, that's why I use the Brave browsers. Chrome will eat up all your processing.
Yeah, I use Microsoft Edge now. Like I'll have Chrome open, like with I'll have it open because I get the updates from Financial Juice. The pop-ups, they come from Chrome.
Mhm.
So I'll have Chrome open with like one tab, but it's like minimized.
Mm.
So I can get like the pop-ups for Financial Juice.
It's been a while since I've used Financial Juice.
I have it open, like I have it open and then I get like updates on my phone as well.
Mhm.
But sometimes you don't get the news fast enough. Like that one day, like that, like was it not last Friday, but like 2 Fridays ago when we got the news about the tariffs in China and stuff, and all of a sudden the move was already happening, but the out the news headline didn't show up until like maybe a minute later.
Mhm.
I'm like, man, I can't just jump into this.
Did you jump into it?
Yeah, I jumped in with one micro,
Mhm.
and then once it like I got in with one micro, and then it pulled back 50 points. I'm like, I'm down $100, but I'm like, it's still gonna go down. So that like once it started coming back in my direction, I'm like, okay. I just sat there and waited. And then once it broke, I'm like, all right. Then I started adding. I added up to 10. And then it pushed down. I started scaling out at the same speed that I was scaling in.
Mm.
I'm like, I'm not gonna get caught in 100 point drop, then a 200 point pullback. I'm not getting caught in that.
Mm-hmm. Well, good thing you trusted your instincts because, man, the Nasdaq drop, and this is kind of why I just, at least until the Nasdaq changes back to how it was before the 2024 election, it just trading one side of the market and always trading on edge and waiting for the quote unquote other shoe to drop. I just get, I just hate the fact that I can't take a short when I see a short setup, or I have to second guess the short setup because these bulls just are just aggressively buying this thing. I want to be able to trade on both sides of the market because if you miss the long, if you want to make money for the day, you got to hope for a short. And man, that is stressful. The stressful short. Stressful.
For me, most of my shorts are stressful.
Are they?
Yeah, like on Friday, like this past Friday, we had that big push up, and then it didn't want to break because that was like last Friday. It was NQ was determined to get to 25, like 25,000,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't go straight there. It went up and then it rejected. Went up, like it found a base, then it went up, rejected, then it kept following that pattern. So I was long, and then I scaled in and then I scaled out.
Mm-hmm.
So I started the day with the first trade I took. I was up like $329 because I was in with micros, and I'm like, I want to start off small because I've had days where I try and get in too heavy from the get go,
Mm-hmm.
and then I wind up having to climb out of red the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me keep this small. And then when it climbed up, I scaled out, and then I looked on Bookmap. I was like, okay, I see resistance here, so let me go ahead and get out like 5 points from where the resistance is.
Mm-hmm.
I got out, it pulled back. Then once it once the once it started to bottom wick, all the candles started to bottom wick. Then I was like, all right, let me go ahead and get back in long.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I went heavier. It pushed up. Then I made like it went from 300 to what 2100,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the way going down, I said, all right, if it's going to follow the same pattern, let me try a short here. When I shorted that time, I shorted with instead of micros, I got in with minis because I'm like, all right, well, I have a base now of 2,000 to work with, so I got in with three minis. I cut the trade, I cut the short early because I'm like, I had to get into a work meeting. It dropped. I made $800 off of that,
Mm-hmm.
but it dropped. Like it could have kept. Like if I would have left it on a little bit longer, I would have made a lot more. But I was like, I had to get out, and so after that, I pretty much just closed out for the day. I closed out with like 3,100 that day, and I was like, all right, well, that's a good day. I'm happy with that.
I mean, who wouldn't be happy with $3,100 on the day? Who wouldn't be happy with that?
You'd be surprised. I mean, there's some people just like, that's not enough. I'm like, man, you idiot.
Sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes.
Yeah, for you, Mister, you pulling in all these $18,000 moves in the Apex accounts.
I need to
Like
do
if that
that in
was
the
a,
funded account. That's what I need
I
to
was
do.
like, yeah, if that was a Top Step trader, or not, or Top Step, or Trade Day, or Take Profit Trader account, then that would mean a lot more. because you don't have to worry about trailing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you made that much in a take profit account, like you be in a pro plus in no time.
Yeah. 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 Mm. I think as long as the bulls keep buying here, we should see a breakout. I mean, right now, the only thing that's holding this back is this long-term EMA right here. We got this long-term EMA sloping to the downside, and we already see price already rejected once off of it. This is their second time that the bears are going to try to reject off of this long-term EMA. If it rejects here, it's highly likely I'll get stopped out of this position. But if we can break out, then I can definitely get these filled. I'll probably just actually not take the short, because if I can get my targets filled, that should be enough money. That should be enough money. I mean, it's 14 contracts. This play right here would be, I don't know, probably make like $2,000, $3,000 in this play if my targets get hit. I'll probably take the profits before I go to bed though. Yeah, this thing looks like it's about to break out. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, there's really nothing in the way, so should get these targets hit. Should, unless they reject it at 65, which I hope they don't, but they might. But Alfred, man, I hate to hear that you just yeah, they might reject this thing at 65. Mm, mm,
Yeah, I mean, when I started to see big red on the top step, I'm like, okay, I I don't like trading like this, where I have to trade for a certain amount of days in order to get a payout.
mm,
I'm like, I hate this because it's like I can have a really good day, but then all it takes is like like when I have a really good day, like I could have a string of bad days right behind that, and it's like, okay, I won't get paid. But
mm,
with like take profit trader, I can have a really good day, and then I can just stop trading for the week. Because with a take profit trader, I only have to trade once every 7 days.
mm,
So if I have a really good day, I can then just sit on the profits, or I can take a payout. And then I don't feel like where I have to trade.
mm.
That's what I like about take profit trader. And then trade day, you have to trade once, I think every 14, or I think it might be 30 days.
Really?
Yeah. So there's no requirement for you to trade every day or a string of days to get a payout.
Mm,
I like those plans more than, like, let's say an Apex where you have to trade 8 days, Top Step where you have to trade 5 days, uh, Tradeify where you have to trade, I think, 7 days.
mm.
I don't know if they changed that, but
It's 7 days. It used to be
okay.
10, but now it's 7.
Yeah. And then like these other firms like Lucid and what's that other one? Funding Ticks. They're both 5 days as well.
Mm-hmm.
Having to trade 5 days, they don't have to be consecutive, but when you're trying to get paid, you want to try and get it as soon as possible for most people. And that's how they trap you. And I was like, I caught myself. I'm like, man, I just need to get one more day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I need to get out of that. And so that's why I'm not gonna buy any more Top Step. I'm just gonna focus on trade day and take profit trader. Like the one that I traded tonight was a 50K take profit trader. I'm like $25 from the goal now.
Mhm.
That's day 2. So I don't really have an issue with the evaluations. I wish that you can get it done in like 2 days. That would be great. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to work on building those accounts up, and then I'll probably I have until Friday to take advantage of that deal for the futures desk. So I'll
Oh, is
probably
it
pick
Friday?
one up.
The 24th is Friday?
Yeah,
Oh, is it? I thought it
yeah.
was. Oh, wow, that's Friday. Oh, okay.
Come on, Sherm. You don't have access to a calendar?
Well, every day is
You
the
don't
same
look at
day.
it.
Every day is the same day. So,
Come on,
uh,
Sherm.
just like if you ever watched The Wire, they say that you only do 2 days inside, the day you go in and the day that you come out, because every day in between, if you have a routine, it just feels like the same day.
Yeah, it feels like a
Yeah.
cycle. Feels like a loop.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought that it was Tuesday. I thought that it was Tuesday. I asked my partner. I was like, "You going to grocery shopping tomorrow?" She was like, "Well, I mean, I can, but we usually go on Wednesday." And I'm like, "Oh, no, today ain't Tuesday." It's like, "No, today's Monday." Said the same thing you said, but yeah, every day is the same for me. So,
No,
um,
I actually have to look at the calendar because I'm like, I know today's Monday
mhm.
because yesterday I didn't have to wake up to go to work. That's how I
Okay.
knew today was Monday because my alarm went off. I'm like, it's Monday. But the revised CPI comes out on Friday, so that's something to be mindful of. And so we have Netflix earnings tomorrow, and then Wednesday we have Tesla earnings,
Hmm.
and then I think on Thursday we have Intel earnings. Those are the ones that affect the. I don't know if Intel has that much of a stake in the Nasdaq, but it's just something to be mindful of.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drop the $800 on the futures desk to get that $6,000 static drawdown. I'm not gonna like it, but that's what I'm gonna do moving forward.
Why are you dropping 800?
Get 2 accounts instead of 1.
Okay, because I think uh, I don't know if you can buy because I know before that it has to equal out to 6,000. You can't have more than 6,000. So if you have multiple accounts, like
Mhm.
you would have to get two 3,000 ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't just buy two 6,000 ones.
Is that in the rules or
You-
something?
Yeah, I mean I think it's on the FAQs, but I remember saying that the most that you can have, the most that you can the most drawdown that's allotted to you is 6,000.
Mhm.
And you would have like if you wanted to do 2 accounts, you would have to do 3,000 a piece. If you wanted to do, I think you can do up to 5.
Mhm.
So that means you would have to have like a 1,500 a piece, something like
Mm.
that. But it all has to equal out to 6,000. I'll take a quick look at the FAQ though.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Uh, oh, max accounts probably. So each user may have up to 4 active accounts with us as long as the max total drawdown is $6,000 or lower. Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. Well, I guess that saves me $400 and they lose it. I was actually sitting here dreading that I may have to do this because I don't like spending that much money on these evals. I really don't. Especially when I go on tilt. But as long as this thing restricts me from myself, I just need something that restricts me. As long as because I'm gonna have it set to where I can only trade like uh no uh maybe like 10 contracts or something. 10 contracts. Let me see how that looks. But that's crazy, man. So I can't have more than $6,000 of drawdown, huh?
Yeah, that it has to equal out to 6,000. So if you have one large account
Hmm.
with 6,000 in static drawdown, that's the best option for me because I don't like copy trading.
Hmm.
I would much rather have one large account than three small ones.
Mm. Well, at least they're cheap on the micros. It's like 40 cents per micro. And that's at least they're cheap. I think it's like the cheapest micros in the game right now. Everybody else want to charge you $5 round freaking trip.
Nope, not a take profit trader. Take profit trader charges you I think $1.50 round trip. Well, it'd be $3 round trip because it's $1.50 each way.
Hmm.
So it'd be $3 round trip with a take profit trader.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, the futures desk is the cheapest. It's 40 cents per side, so it'll be 80 cents round trip on micros. Yeah, I think these prices on micros is so predatory because it's just to the point to where it's like, yeah, trade micros. We want you to manage your risk correctly, blah 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 blah. And then they charge you freaking, I guess, like you said, $3 in your case. Or you said 3 or 150 round trip. I know Apex is freaking expensive, and I know my funded futures micros are freaking expensive too. So
My fund and futures, it feels like they charge you just about as much as the minis. That's what
yeah,
it feels like.
yeah. And then shit, you got obviously just per minute. Like yeah, like I had to. That was the one thing I didn't like about them is that I had to make a little bit of extra money to cover the commissions because I would have to make obviously have to make extra money to cover the commission so I can actually have the right amount of money for the goal for the profit goal. And I hated that. But yeah, I bought my funded future account until they bring back. Well, they probably won't, but I really like their starter accounts. That was my favorite account. It had all the restrictions that I need: a daily loss limit, $2,500, 1250 daily loss limit. I can trade as many contracts as I want, and man, I was making so much money off those accounts, and that's probably why they changed it because it's so easy to get paid off that account. It's so easy. There's so many things that protects you from yourself, or at least in my case, protects me from myself. And that's why I'm kind of looking at this the futures desk and seeing if they have something similar. Because I really don't need $6,000, but I mean if they're gonna offer it, I mean, I'm not gonna pass it up. Because it'd be kind of foolish to do that.
I mean, you don't have to do 6,000, you can do less, but I would much rather have as much drawdown as possible
Mm-hmm.
because what I learned last year, even though there was a bullshit company, the fast track trading account,
Mm-hmm.
it gave me 7,500, like 7,500 in drawdown.
Okay.
I didn't blow that account. I had that account I traded it for a month and a half
Mm-hmm.
and I had green days just about every day because I felt safe enough to trade because I knew that once I got over the buffer, I was up like 20K.
Mm-hmm.
But because they didn't fucking pay me, it just went to waste.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I know what's possible. That's why I go for the larger accounts because I need as much drawdown as possible to protect me in case I I give up control, essentially.
Yeah. Mm.
That's why I would rather start with, I'd rather have 6K in static drawdown, because then anything that I make, it just adds to the drawdown and I don't have to worry about, okay, it's in there, but now I'm closer to even though it moved up, I can still fail this if I drop down 6,000 the next day.
Yeah.
But being static, it just stays in one place.
Mm. And they don't let you let me see if I can customize the daily they don't let you customize the daily loss limit.
They do. It's a Project X account, so you can set your own.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, I guess what I meant by that is I would just have it hardwired because that just would require me to come in every day and set it. And if I had a if I had a losing day the day before, man, dude, that's tough.
Yeah,
That's
I
tough.
mean,
That's
I
tough.
actually passed one. I did 5 different evals with them. I passed one.
Really.
That just shows you how much the daily loss limit was a thorn in my side.
Hmm.
Because I think what was it, I got one where I had set it for 8 days. I had hit daily loss limit twice. I got to the final day, hit daily loss limit because I was over anxious. I was like, let's see if I can get this over with in one move.
Hmm.
Instead of just trying to scale up, I just I went in a heavy. It was like a Sunday night. I went in heavy. And you know how some Sunday nights it opens up and just shoots straight up.
Hmm.
Well, I jumped in with too much size. It shot it wicked it wicked up. It came right crashing down.
Mm.
And before I knew it, like my because I had like a small account, the daily loss limit was like 800.
Mm.
I was like, man, that's barely anything. But it hit it quick. And I'm just like, okay. And then from there, I just kept hitting daily loss limit, daily loss limit, daily loss limit. I was just like, man, it got to the point where I was like, I don't even care.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So you remove the daily loss limit, then I can actually, I'm like, okay, I can take the loss and rebuild.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. And I think that really demonstrates the difference and every trader because you don't like the daily loss limit. I know that it protects me from because shit, you already seen it. I don't like losing, and my ego don't like seeing the. There is no red days. There's only blow up days. There's only green days and blow up days. I mean, if my ego had anything to say about it, and it does, because it definitely emotionally hijacks me, and it will exercise its will on these charts. It's either I'm gonna blow up or I'm going to get my money back. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And having a daily loss limit, my ego can accept that. It's like at least I tried. I tried until it hit my daily loss limit, so I can just go on with my day. But if I can, if I don't have a daily loss limit, my ego is like, dude, we got $6,000 that we can use in order to get this money back. Let's go back and get this money. So I need something that protects me from that kind of behavior because it's exhausting to stop it, and then at the same time, uh, I don't necessarily want to change that because it's only a negative in the market, but outside of the market, it's one of my greatest strengths. So it's a double-edged sword in this situation. So I need something to stop me from myself. I
And
definitely do.
something I also figured out this weekend is that when I'm trading, I look at the market like Tetris,
Mhm.
and like you know how the way you get like a bigger score in Tetris is when you build up, you build, you keep building, and then you have that one block, that one like long block you drop down, and it brings everything down.
Mhm.
That's what it feels like when you're in long. Like it'll climb and climb and climb, and then like that, you just get that one piece of news, or you hit that one area of resistance, and it comes crashing down like Tetris.
Yeah.
And so, because I was playing a lot of Tetris this weekend, because I needed to,
Pass
like,
it
I
by.
just that was how I relaxed.
Mm.
So I'm like, okay, all right, this is what it looks like when NQ builds up. Okay, this is it hits support here, and it's building, it's building. It's pulling back. It's pulling back. Keep building, let's keep building. And then that long piece came out, and it's like, tariff news.
Mm. Yep. And I was telling Smith, I was like, well, I mean, I'm surprised at this point. If you're a trader, we all know that if tariff news comes out, we all know that the market's going to buy it back up. We know that. I feel like that's a great opportunity to buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip.
The problem is you don't know how much is going to dip. Like
Shit,
that
good.
one Friday, it dropped 1,000 points. So it's not an easy dip to buy.
I'll give it that. It is easier said than done for sure. I'll give you that.
Now the Sunday after, that was the dip to buy. Like that Sunday, once the market opened,
Mhm.
you get in, and then you set your stop at break even, and then you let it ride, because that day it climbed like what, 600 points.
Yeah, or around that much. Actually, it probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because it opened up with a giant gap.
Yeah.
There was like it closed at like what, 24,100 something, and then that Sunday night it opened up at 24,500 something.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
That
Everybody's
guy
like,
got a
oh, it's
gap.
gonna fill the gap. It's gonna fill the gap. I said, no, it's not. Not today.
Mm. Yeah.
It,
I mean, I'm looking at a Nasdaq chart now, and this is what I'm talking about with the Nasdaq. You have only certain opportunities. The Nasdaq will give you certain opportunities to buy the dip, but if you miss those opportunities, you might as well just hang it up because it's not going to short and it's not going to pull back.
no. Yeah, you definitely, the worst place to be at is in the middle of the orb.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that lesson, because I actually, that's why I mark off the middle of the orb, because that's where it's when it retraces into the orb, it's more likely to hit that area.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're playing like an orb sweep, whether it sweeps the high or sweeps the low, you want to aim towards the middle. That's the safest bet, because when it pulls back and usually hits the middle, and then goes back in whatever direction it was going. But if you're buying or selling in the middle of the orb, you're in no man's land.
Yeah.
You pretty much, at that point, you're giving up control, because you don't know which way it's going to go. you're hoping that it goes in the direction that you want it to, but there is a higher probability of it not.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. I mean, shit, and that's the game that we're all playing, the game of probability.
That's a struggle right there, because you're like, if you're playing probabilities, you're like, okay, it can go here, but will it go here? That you got to use the if then statement. If it breaks this area, then it can go there.
Yeah.
Then it has more room to go there because it's broken past its resistance or broken past its support. But it's all probabilities, because nobody knows exactly where it's going to go.
I wonder if actually, let's look at the Nasdaq again real quick before. And I'll probably sit here for the next, well, probably until I get this target hit. I might take both of them off. I may just take both. Yeah, I'll probably take like a big bulk of this off right here, and just leave like a small piece of it to run. Actually, that's actually what I need to do. Because we'll see what happens. We'll see what it does. Okay, so I'm glad. Actually, I need to set an alarm. I'll probably get this on Thursday. Actually, I'll probably get it because if you get it Friday, you're basically giving the market 2 days, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure I can get this done in 12 days. I can get it done in 12 days. 24 at the most. I don't think it's going to take me 30 days to get it. And if it does, I'll only have to pay $20-$30 for an extension. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually a pretty good deal. If I blow the account, instead of paying the $400, I can try again for $170. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. Now that I'm looking at it, the reset plus the extension, it's $170 for a $6,000 static account. That's not bad.
Nope. No, it's not.
All right.
And plus, like, take as much time as you need. Like, there's no rush. Like, you got to look at the big picture, because sometimes it's real easy to just look at like one day at a time. But if you look at the long run, that 6,000 static will, like, you get that to live, you're already ahead of pretty much most of these prop firms' live accounts.
Yeah.
Because my take profit trader, the most I can start off with is 4,500. Now I can have like 5 accounts, so that'll be I don't know, like around 20 something K if I had all 5 at the same time starting up. But that's having the copy trade and all that other stuff. I'd rather not copy trade, because I've run into too many issues with copy trading.
Yeah. All right, let me answer this question. It's called the Futures Trading Desk, and right now they're running a special on their static accounts where it's 70% off. What the account that me and Alfred is speaking about is this one right here, the Pro account, where it's $429 if you have it's actually like $500 if you have everything maxed out. But I'm going to take my time. I'm going to take the full 12 days, $1,000 base hit, $1,200, and I'm gonna limit myself to only 15 micros. I wish I can kind of do less than that. Or actually I probably can. Probably just do like 10 or because I don't need the 15 micros. Well, yeah, because I don't really trade, but mm, mm,
What you could do, Sherm, is like, what's the max position size that you would want to have, period? Because if you want 15, like, because basically what you could do is you could set it up so that you have 3 minis and 30 micros. And then on the Project X, you can set your limit per, like, per contract, or not per contract. Yeah, you can set per contract per, like, whatever instrument you're trading.
yeah,
So if you want just 15 micros on gold, you can set that on the settings. But then you also, like, once you've built up enough buffer, then you can set it to 20, and then set it to 25, and set it to 30.
hmm
You can work your way up to it if you want. That's another option for you.
yeah, and that is something to think about and consider for sure. Uh, I think, and then I'm gonna trade this. I'm gonna have this as the new stream account. This account, and I'll only trade it on stream as much as possible. As much as possible. I'll give it a go. I'm only trading gold in this account. I'm not trading Nasdaq. Um, I'll give it a go. Like I said, a lot of the moves happen at 7:30. Not saying that it doesn't happen anytime, but that's usually when the move starts. Kind of like this morning. And then if you look at it from today, the move started at about 7 o'clock. About like 7, like at 8 o'clock. Yeah, the push up happened at 7, and then the move down happened at 8. So around that 7 o'clock time frame on both sides of the clock is the most ideal time to trade gold, ideally. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Yeah, I might just take this and just call it a night and just be happy because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. mm, Or I guess I could just move my stops and profit and just call it a day. You know what? You know what I'll probably do? I'll give this 3 more minutes and then I'm going to bed. I'm gonna give this position 3 more minutes and I'm just gonna let this small piece run because there's only 3 micros and just take I'll take the big piece off so I can lock in those profits and lock those profits in.
Good luck to you, Sherm. I'm about to go to sleep myself. So
All right, man.
take it easy, man.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Same to you.
Okay. Well, just gonna take this. I know as soon as I take it, this thing is gonna push up. I'll give it 2 more minutes. I'll give it 2 more minutes, or maybe I should just let it sit. But again, anybody that's interested, this is the futures desk. So apparently, these are the same. These people actually came from a prop firm called Blue Sky. Blue Sky at one point in time was my favorite prop firm. I absolutely enjoyed trading with Blue Sky, just for the simple fact that it had the same concept where you had a static drawdown. You started out with 5,000. You The profit goal was 20K, and as crazy as this sounds, I guess because I don't have the trailing drawdown, so I don't have anything to worry about. I would hit that 20K goal in about 2 or 3 or 4 days, make $5,000 a day or actually, let me take that back. That's not true because they had a consistency rule too. So at least 4 days, and I would just make damn, hold on. I may be not telling the truth here because the maximum daily profit was like 4,500. So I had to at least trade for 5 days. Yeah, because I would make the 4,500 every day, and I would trade heavy size in the account because I had so much drawdown. As long as I got past like the first 2 days, I had 10K in drawdown, in static drawdown. So I definitely took advantage of it because there was no way I was going to lose 10K in drawdown. But I did lose 20K in drawdown. I did blow one account that way because the price never bounced. It just kept going and I lost the account. So, but yeah. So with the static drawdown, hopefully, the one thing that I'm not, if it's the same way where every time I take the payout, they lock the account out and I have to ask them to open it. That was when I became a live trader with Blue Sky. It was such a horrible experience. That's why I don't trade with them anymore because it was just a horrible experience trading live with them. I took daily payouts. Uh, all right, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do with this position. I'll just trail it. I feel like is 4 points worth it though? I'll just take it. I'll just take because I'm not gonna sit up. I'm not gonna sit up and wait for this thing. Yeah, yeah. I guess you're right about that, Carry Trader. I guess you're right. Yeah. This thing could bounce. I mean, this thing could drop all the way back down to 60. It could drop all the way back down to this trend line. I'm not saying that it reverses, but we could see a move back down to 60 though. And I don't care to allow that to happen. So it'll be nice if this thing can just pop up here. But if not, if it does stop me out, I mean, I do have a little piece going on, a little piece that I will let run. All right. Okay. All right. That's it. That's it for me tonight, guys. I'm not going to sit here and, this thing can go all the way down to 60. So, whew. All right. All right, guys. That's it for me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.